Good Monday afternoon to you, Firehouse folks. Today, I'm bringing our first installment of what I hope to be a few, depending on how this goes, of what I'm calling real estate training for buyers and sellers. And my hope is to just give you a little bit of information so that when you are ready to pull the trigger on something, whether it is listing your home for sale or purchasing a property, that you have enough information to where you can make a good decision and you don't have to second guess yourself and you can deal with things that come up along the way. So today, for buyers, we're going to talk about getting ready to buy. You may be kicking the tires right now. We're talking kind of in that area where you're starting to think about, hey, I think I want to buy a house pretty soon. So you may be leasing, you may be living with in-laws, or something like that. There's plenty of situations that can lead to that. But first of all, you want to monitor your credit, and there's all sorts of free services. Experian now offers an app where you can monitor your Experian report. Credit Karma is a good one. There's a new one, Credit Sesame. Those are all good places to have a general idea of where your credit score is. They're not going to be exactly right. If you've got some sort of way to monitor your FICO, that's going to be the way you need to go. You need to have at least a 620 FICO. There are loan products available for under 620, but they cost a lot of money. I don't recommend them. But again, I'm just the realtor, and you would want to talk to a mortgage professional about that to see if it works out for you. Um, Number two, if you want to get an idea of how much it's going to cost you, go to a mortgage calculator. Just Google mortgage calculator, and the first two or three that pop up are usually pretty good. They give you anyone where you can plug in the purchase price, how much you're putting down, the interest rate, and what your taxes and insurance are going to be. If you need to find out the taxes, go to the appraisal district website of the county that the property is located in. Look up 2018's tax bill because 2019 is not available yet, and just plug that in. As far as mortgage rates go, just before you get on that calculator, Google what are current mortgage rates and just use the highest number that you find. That's always best. Um, as far as insurance rate, I like to shoot at about 200 bucks a month. That's really high, but that's going to again give you worst case scenario. So that'll all break down on what your monthly mortgage payment and insurance and stuff like that can be. Now you're going to have to kind of guesstimate with utilities, cable, whatever you desire to add on to it. So that's always good to know upfront. Once you've got all that done, you say, okay, I'm good to go. I've got some money saved up. We're ready to pull the trigger. Before you contact Firehouse or any other realtor of your choosing, get with a mortgage lender. If you need some good referrals, certainly contact us. I've got some good ones that I can send you to that will steer you in the right direction. You want to talk to a lender because you need to know what you qualify for. And that's where your income and your debt and all that stuff come into play. And we need to know before we go out looking at properties that we might not be able to afford, or we're not looking at properties when we can maybe scale up in some areas. So you need to talk to a lender to really get how much you can afford, what your budget is per se. And then that will help us work for you, and we can then talk to you about your needs and location and all that stuff. But we need to talk to that lender first, because we're also going to need to submit a pre-qualification letter that says that you have been speaking to a lender, and that is goes a long way when you get ready to submit your offer. So that's that for the start. There's others that I'll touch on in future videos, but for buyers, that's it. Now for sellers, we're about to get into the season where everybody that is going to list their house for sale is going to do it now. Real reason is because the weather gets nice and flowers and trees and everything blooms, and it just makes everything look better. And that's always a good idea, and it's going to make your house look real good. But what really is going to make that house stand out is clean, declutter, clean, declutter. Okay, I can't stress those two enough. I do always recommend that you get a professional cleaning service in there. Get some reviews, get some recommendations, clean it corner to corner, top to bottom, wall to wall, floor to ceiling, just clean it. And you need to spend some time on the outside, cleaning up stuff, cleaning out leaves, prettying up, digging up old stuff, planting new stuff, best you can. A lot of DIY stuff that doesn't cost you very much money goes a very long way. Make sure all that your light switches work, all your light bulbs. Touch up, paint places in your house. If you've got red walls, purple walls, orange walls, green walls, bring them to a neutral color. Have it professionally done, or if you feel like you are a good painter, do it well. But that will make a huge difference in listing photos and showings. So if you have to get a storage container to put all your stuff in, do so. But get it out of the house. You want that thing to be as open and as airy as you possibly can get it. So make sure all your lights work. Touch up scratches and bumps and corner dings on the wall. Clean up your baseboards if they need touch up. Touch those up. One of the biggest places is right around your light switch. We all have greasy hands. No matter how much we clean them, and over time just hitting those light switches leaves a smudge, grime. It's very easy to get off with just a little bit of soap and water. So that's it on that end. From there, you would need to contact a professional. They're going to be able to tell you what your home is worth in its current state, what things have been going on in the last 6 months to a year, how long you can be on the market. Again, we'd always love to interview for the job here at Firehouse. You can contact us, or you can just get some recommendations, but you are going to get the best bang for your buck if you hire a professional. It's going to save you